Lastly, we have the album We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin, released this year, recommended to me by me. I actually wrote this review when it came out. I just forgot to release it on one of these episodes. So this is another collaboration album from both of these artists, and I was pleasantly surprised with Metro's previous one. On this one, the obvious theme is just trust and having trust issues. I did like how it ties into Metro Boomin's tag, "If young Metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you." And also how on the opening track they play gunshots over the tag. I thought that was pretty funny. Mostly, it's the same production style Metro is kind of known for, where it's dramatic, orchestral, and pretty moody. The best tracks he does are when he samples like a chopped up soul song or something that doesn't sound as cold as most of this album, like on Everyday Hustle. As for Future, I've never been the biggest fan of his, but obviously he's a legend. He still carries his own and definitely adds his own sound to it. However, after a whole album's length of this, his auto-tuned husky voice just gets kind of repetitive and stale. So while it's not a terrible album, it just felt kind of average for them. However, in my opinion, where the album really shines is the features like Travis Scott, Rick Ross, and obviously Kendrick Lamar, where he goes in on Drake and the rest of the big three. The iciness, the anger on the lyrics are felt hard. It obviously started the whole Drake versus Kendrick beef that just trickled down into one of the biggest fights of all time in terms of the rap game. It was definitely an impressive way to kind of start the whole thing. I do remember at first when I listened to the beat, I really wasn't the biggest fan of it. It just felt kind of clunky. But over time, it really stuck with me, the way they flipped the Eazy-E references on that track. It just felt amazing, and it definitely went down as like a classic. Overall, I think it was a pretty decent album that just kind of dulled in the middle and parts of the end. And I still definitely do think it's much better than their follow-up album, We Still Don't Trust You. But still, I wasn't super blown away by the entirety of the thing. But definitely has its highlights, but I'm going to give it like a high 5 out of 10.